my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Megan. Today I'm doing a packing video. So I have done a fair few packing videos on YouTube over the years, but this is going to be slightly different. So tonight I'm going camping. So for context, I run for Beverley AC, and in the summer months, once a month, we do an away run, and then afterwards we like have food where the away run is. Tonight we are going to Tipthorpe, which is a place near Driffield, and the place where we're having an away run is a campsite. So like we're eating at the campsite, they've got like a bar and a licensed thing. So I was like,
I know what would be top ranks if I camped.
So I grew up on caravan parks, so I'm very used to camping, but I don't have like my own camping gear. So most of the stuff I've borrowed from my dad, so all my camping stuff is in boxes downstairs, so I didn't have to haul it upstairs. And then this is just like the stuff that I'm taking for the overnight. I will say, when you're camping, you need so much stuff. So I'm going in my car, thankfully, and I've got a Ford Cougar, and that thing's going to be full. I don't really know how people go camping on a bike. Anyway, I'm going to talk you through what I'm taking on my camping trip. I think this is the first time I've solo camped. I don't think I've solo camped before. But yeah, as I said, I grew up on caravan parks, so I'm very used to living in the outdoors. So the little bag that I'm taking, this is the Bag Smart Blast 28 litres to 38 litres backpack that I was gifted by Bag Smart, and I've used it a fair amount since. It is a good little bag. So I'm taking this, just my overnight. So this bag I've done a full review on that I'll link down below, but it's got loads of good pockets. It's got the expansion on if you need, that I've not used because obviously I'm only going for one night, but it's a really good little bag. So in this top pocket here, a bit of a rogue place to start, but I have my nighttime pouch. So this just has like my eye mask, because it's the middle of June in the UK. It gets dark, I'm up in the north, so it gets dark at like 10:30 at night and gets light at, well, I don't know what time it gets light because it's always light by the time I wake up. Real early is the time it gets light at the moment. So I have an eye mask, and then I've got earplugs in here as well because I'm staying on a farm, so it's probably gonna be loud. And then I have a portable charger which I've charged up. This is the Anchor one. I wouldn't actually recommend this. I bought it in Japan and it's not very good. It just stops charging randomly, but I've got a new one on order, but I've charged this up this morning because it's the non-electrical pitch that I've got. And then I've got a padlock. I'm not sure if you meant to padlock your tent, but like you'd lock a caravan door, so I've got a padlock. And then in here, this is a really good bag because it opens out like a suitcase, which we love. So in the top, I mentioned it is warm at the moment, but I feel like you get like cold when you sweat dries after running. So I've just got my club hoodie that is years and years old that I put on after running. I have a pair of flip-flops, so these are just my Havaiana flip-flops for walking around the campsite. I have a book, so I am in many book clubs, but my main book club, we meet once a month. It's a spin-off of Running Club, and we have the most excellent buffets every time. But this month we're reading Open Water, and it's a really, really good book. It's short as well, and the writing's not too small, so we love that. But I'm about halfway through, and in the boot of my car I've got like one of those collapsible camping chairs that is a lot more comfortable than it should be. So I'm planning, once I've checked in, to read some of that. Perry's coming with me, we always need a friend. I've got a hair towel because, as you can see, I have curly hair, so I have a microfiber hair towel. And then I've also got, I don't know where my towel has gone. I need to have like a proper look through everything in my house that's a bit out of order at the moment. I can't find my nice microfiber like ribbed towel from Decathlon, so I need to have a look for that. But I've got another Decathlon towel because there's like compostable toilets and I think like outdoor showers, like it's covered so you're not like flashing the world. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna want to shower after running. I then have this packing cube of clothes. So this is one of those double-sided packing cubes that's a clean dirty one from Eagle Creek. So in here I have clothes for tomorrow. So ideally I'd wear the clothes that I'm wearing today, but I'm the muckiest pup, so I'm taking a change. So I've got, these clothes really don't go actually, never mind. I've got a t-shirt and I've got like loose fitting trousers. I've got a pair of pajamas in here. I have a sports bra, change of underwear, and also like my running stuff for tonight because we are going on a run tonight. I think we're doing like 5 and a bit miles because the options were, I think 3 miles, 5 and a bit miles, and like 7 miles. We did run 8 miles last night on the Seven Hills route, and if you're local to the East Riding and know the Seven Hills route, it's not a flat one. So probably not up for 7 miles tonight, but five seems acceptable, I think. And then in my car I have like my running vest because even though we're only doing 5 miles, it's like
blooming hot at the moment.
And in that I've got like salmon flasks for water bottles and whatnot. And I have my running cap and sunglasses in the car. I keep them in the car just so I don't forget them. This is my toiletry bag. So this is a new toiletry bag that I got off Amazon, and it's a brand called Norway. I don't know if it's like taking the mick out of Australian people saying no way, but this is really good because it's kind of like waterproofy material. I realise this toiletry bag looks massive for one night, but I just take my travelling toiletry bag every time I go anywhere, so like I take it swimming and everything like that. Annoyingly, I had like a Matador soap pouch, the one that like dries your shampoo bar inside it. Left it at the swimming pool, didn't I? I must have done, because I've not been able to find it since, and if you leave anything at the swimming pool, it's dead. You never see it again, because I don't know what happens with their lost property. I managed to leave my water bottle there before, and I have my name and phone number on everything because I'm a nightmare for losing things. And they're like, oh no, we've not seen it. Anyway, my dad went the next day and it was sat on the desk. I was like, it literally has my name and phone number on. Anyway, so I have a replacement. This is just a knockoff one from Amazon. It's like a little white pouch that dries your shampoo bar and like body wash bar inside it. I have bug spray because I imagine the midges are real at the moment. And then I have my usual stuff. I've got like high strength antihistamines because I cannot with the pollen at the moment. I've got a new red inhaler that's like a mixture of steroid and long acting version of the blue one. Excellent for my lungs. They're actually like open now so I can breathe. And then I've got like moisturizer. I take toothpaste tablets instead of like toothpaste because it just takes up less space. So I've got like all my normal toiletries in here. So obviously I won't use everything in here tonight, but it's just easier just to take my whole toiletry bag with me. And then I've got it in a dry bag in case anything leaks in here, because then I won't have any dry clothes to put on. I'm also going out for a picnic today at Hornsey with Mum, my sister, potentially Henley. I don't know if he's gone, because my dad's camping tonight, but in the caravan, so I've pitched his tent. So I don't know if he's taken the dog camping or not. So I don't know who's actually coming to this picnic. How did I pack this before? In this, honestly, you have to take so much stuff camping. In this bag, I have 2 mats to sleep on because I'm a bony gal and sleeping on the floor can be painful. So I've got like a normal, just like thin mat. And then I've got like a self-inflating mat as well that is really comfortable. It's not like an airbed, so it doesn't deflate, but it's a self-inflating one. I then have a couple of cushions that I'm gonna use as a pillow. I have a blanket, which is like a picnic blanket type thing. It is really hot in the UK at the moment. It's like mid-20s, and I just feel like mid-20s in the UK feels like 40 degrees anywhere else. Like, we don't do heat well. So I have got a sleeping bag, downstairs in my box, but I probably just end up wearing like the blanket part of it because it's so blooming warm at the moment. So this is all the stuff I have upstairs. I'm very impressed with the amount of stuff that I have to take camping anyway. So I'll show you the stuff that I've got for the actual camping, like tent and stuff, which is downstairs, so I've not had to bring it up with me. And then down here I have 2 boxes of stuff ready to go. So in here I have some plastic crockery that my neighbours have lent me because they go camping a lot. So I have a plate, I have a bowl, and then I've got 2 little mugs as well. I have a sleeping bag. It is currently very warm in the UK, so I may just be having a blanket. In here I have my coffee pouch, my Jogo straw for making coffee in the morning. This little thing here is a stove. So my dad lent me this. He's lent me many things that I'm taking. So this is to make my coffee and my eggs in the morning. I have oil for that, a couple of sachets of ketchup and the eggs. I have this little lantern that I'm gonna have with me on like my bedside. I also have a head torch somewhere. I think it's in the car because it's like an off-grid campsite, so it's gonna be dark. I have fairy lights for putting inside my tent, essentials. A tea towel, and then round here I have a washing up sponge, and then under here like a little bit of like a little tub of washing up liquid. I have a kettle and a frying pan for making my coffee and my eggs in the morning. And then I have a hammer for putting the tent pegs in and knife and fork for eating my breakfast. And then in this box here, I have a tent. So this is one of those decathlon, like fling it in the air and it like goes up tent. And then I have a table that, once again, like my dad's lent me both of these, so you just screw the legs in and then you have a little table. I've got a couple of camping chairs in my car as well, and then a water bowl as well. So I'm going to be setting off soon. Oh, that is left from my little birthday tea the other day. So thank you for watching this. I know it's a bit of a different packing video to normal. I'm hopefully going to make a reel of my adventures on the campsite. So I will see you in the next one.